Hey guys, it's Shelby, otherwise known as Shelbizleee here on YouTube, and today I wanted to talk about something that I haven't talked about here on YouTube before, but I think it's really important for other people to know that people on YouTube and everybody in your life has insecurities. So last week I uploaded a video where I talked about something happening in my life that was really significant. I talked a little bit more about the abusive relationship I went through when I was younger. And I do think that in a lot of ways that relationship made me a very insecure person, that along with a couple other things in my life that maybe we'll talk about someday, but the person that I can attribute a lot of that to watches this channel, so I shouldn't talk about them. Anyway, today I wanted to talk about some of the insecurities I have because some of you guys are asking me to make self-love content, which I think is awesome and I would love to get into. But honestly, one of my insecurities is that I try to be a happy person, but I don't know how successful I am at that. I will talk about self-love and what I try to do to make it better, but something that I'm really bad at is being consistent. And so one of my insecurities is that I'm not always the happiest person, and it's not the best thing to admit. I don't think I am a sad person, but I think that I do take life way too seriously a lot of the times. I wish someone could teach me how to not take life so seriously. I would say that is one of my biggest insecurities, because I can't really hang around with a lot of different types of people because I feel very outcasted, because people are just fun and lovey-dovey and like hyped up and having a great time, and I'm too in my mind about things, just never being able to turn off. I'm always thinking about something. I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below if that's you guys or if you're the opposite, because Madison tells me that she could just sit down and think about nothing. I think that that is absolutely impossible for me to do, and I think that that's normal. At least I've always believed it was until I met Madison, and my ex told me he could do that too. My ex right before Madison. So I don't know, can you guys do that? But that's definitely one of my insecurities, is just kind of who I am, and I've grown to be okay with it because, you know, I have people who love me. You guys seem to not care about those sort of things. I talk pretty seriously on this channel. I'm not super lighthearted or funny, and that's just me, and you guys don't seem to mind, so that really helps. But that's one of them. Another one is definitely my weight, which I think that you guys know about that too. That does stem from the fact that I am overweight in general, and those sort of things do impact your mental health. Just not being happy with your outer appearance can also impact your mental health, and so that probably impacts how I feel about my attitude, and probably impacts my attitude in general. My abusive ex that we were talking about last week used to tell me that, you know, I wasn't worth as much because of my weight, and so that's definitely always been in the back of my mind. You know, when someone is supposed to love you and they're telling you that you're not as good because you're overweight, and even when I wasn't. I mean, I technically literally am now, but I wasn't back then. And so obviously that impacts a person. It's definitely impacted me a lot. And it's not even that I eat like shit or I'm super inactive. I'm actually a lot more active than a lot of people I know because I'm constantly working on stuff. I don't just sit around and watch TV. I go out, I like to hike, I like to walk around, I dumpster dive. So even though that's not physical like exercising, it's not sitting on the couch like a lot of people do when they get home from work. I don't eat like shit. I eat a vegan diet now, and I've eaten a predominantly vegan diet for the last 3 years. I know that recently, since I graduated from college, that weight gain has come a lot from like stress and lack of sleep. And I know that that's not good, and that's like something I'm working on right now, but that's just my reality. And it is something I'm insecure about, but all of these things are things that I have come to terms with, and I've had to just keep moving on with my life. I can't dwell on them. But yeah, that's another one of my insecurities. The third insecurity I have is not really to do with myself, but it's more to do with like my YouTube channel, or like my status as a YouTuber maybe. So my house is not the most aesthetically pleasing house. It's just not. It's an old garage that they converted into an apartment, and so that itself makes it not too cute. But a lot of things just don't match. Like the carpet in my bedroom is like a maroon, and it's weird. And so I find that I'm very limited in the videos that I feel comfortable making here, and I don't feel like a proper zero waster or minimalist in this house, because I can't move you guys around from set to set and everything's just pristine and white and windows, and I just don't have that. And that's like a pretty serious insecurity for me, and like in terms of my channel, because I just don't feel like I fit in that way. So I don't know, I just felt like I wanted to say that. When I was thinking about the insecurities I would talk about, that one came to mind, so I just wanted to say that one. I could get really nitpicky about what I look like and each little insecurity I have about the fact that like one of my eyelids is lower than the other, like one of them opens more than the other. What else can I say? I have stretch marks. I didn't have stretch marks for a long time, until like halfway through college, and then I started getting them, and now I have them, and I hate that. I could go on and on about all the things I don't like about myself, but I think that you get the gist. My point in making this video is, before I talk about self-love and act like I am this happy-go-lucky, positive, frilly-dilly person like a lot of people I see on YouTube and on Instagram, I just wanted to tell you guys that that's not completely me. I do think self-love is so important, and I do think self-care and mental health and all of those things, I value them so much. But I do not want to just start making self-love content without being real with you guys and telling you that I'm not a perfect person. I don't have it all figured out, and I don't want you guys to think that I do. As I start this series of self-love and things like that, I want you guys to know that it is a journey, that I'm doing it with you, as many things on this channel are. I started documenting dumpster diving as I started dumpster diving. I started documenting zero waste as I started to go zero waste. And so here we are, embarking on a more serious self-love journey. I've definitely been on one for the last few years, but I feel like making videos about it will make me have to try out new things and be more consistent. And you guys seem to want it, so that's just all this video is supposed to be. Me disclosing that I am not perfect, and it's okay. It is okay to admit to yourself and to others that you're not perfect, and that you don't love yourself the way you wish you did, but that we can all work towards it together. So if you're up for that, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. You can definitely tell me about your insecurities in the comment section if you feel comfortable. I think it will really help anybody passing by this video, again, like I always say, to feel like they're not alone, because I think it's really easy when you see a lot of these people on YouTube and Instagram to feel like, why don't I have my life together? Why don't I feel that way? Why isn't my life positive like that? But I don't think it's most people's reality. So feel free, like I said, leave some comments. I love reading your comments so much. So thank you for leaving them, and thank you for watching. And I hope you're looking forward to the upcoming series that I have. It'll be a new addition to the channel. Maybe we'll make Tuesdays like personal days, things about me. Fridays will still be for eco-friendly stuff, and Sundays will still be for dumpster diving. I think that sounds like a good new schedule. So if you're up for it, let me know in the comments. And remember, until next time, I'm not going to be able to reach you guys, but create the peace.